I like the story. I like the story a lot. This is as the market is liking the story as well, with Suning shares up about 10% and JD.com shares going down. And for those that don't know, JD.com is the biggest competitor in the online space that Suning has been having a very hard time competing against. So I think that this deal gives them instant access and makes them an instant competitor to JD.com, where they've been failing over the last year or so. And on the Baba front, it gives them access to consumers that are either distrusting of e-commerce or aren't online yet. So I think it's a win-win for both companies.
Alan, I'm curious. I mean, would you sum this up as more sort of a reactive move by Alibaba rather than a proactive one? Because if you look at the share price movements, Alibaba, which has already been coming from a low base, up 2% in after hours, but we're seeing a much bigger response in Suning.
Yeah, look, I think Alibaba's been throwing a couple Hail Marys out there. Their acquisitions are greatly accelerated, but I do think that they're in looking forward, they're also using. It seems to me that they're looking at Amazon in the United States as a template for where they're going into the future. So, if you look at Amazon, there's been some rumblings and rumors out there of them purchasing large, retailers to get instant access to fast delivery, to put together a quick infrastructure for logistics and for deployment. So I think they're headed in the right way on this one. I don't necessarily agree with some of the things they've done recently, but this one I think is a win-win.
Alan, this is Emily joining the conversation now. Some people that I'm talking to this morning are kind of questioning the deal, wondering, how to make sense of this. Would this be similar to maybe an Amazon buying into Walmart? For the Suning deal, they have all this bricks and mortar. What are they getting out of this?
Very much so. I mean, there's been some rumors, and they're nothing but rumors, that Amazon is looking to buy large chains such as Best Buy, which is a big electronics retailer in the United States. So I think that from an Alibaba standpoint, what they're really buying logistics and infrastructure to warehouse and to get to the consumers that they're not really seeing right now. And there has been a little bit of a rumbling of slowdown growth on the Alibaba side. So I think I'm answering your question, which is I do think it's a win for Alibaba, but with some trepidation, because if you look back at some of the deals they've done somewhat recently, especially with the In-Time Retail deal, where they spent $700 million to get access to the higher end of the market through department stores that In-Time Retail is known for. There really hasn't been much progress on that, and when asked about it, they've been a little evasive about what that's done to the bottom line. But I do think that both of these acquisitions in time will prove that it's a smart move on their call, and they're headed in the right direction.
Can you size this up for us? What does this mean for JD.com now?
More competition, because JD.com has been the clear leader in the space, and I think with Suning being part of the Alibaba ecosystem and obviously they're going to build some presence on Tmall, I think that this